Hey, I wasn't gonna go on tonight, but I can't go to sleep. And so I thought I would hop on and see how many of my few people I got left are gonna hop on here. Oh, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to be strong. Trying to think that life's gonna turn out better than it feels. I slept through the night last night, and then I woke up and the pipes were frozen. So in my head, it's like, don't go to sleep until like really don't go to sleep for the night until this cold weather goes away. Because both times where I slept a little tiny bit through the night, I woke up like at 5 or 6 or whatever to turn the water on, no water. And then I think the garbage truck came by and shook the pipes enough for them to come loose. Let me check. Hey, Sweetums. Hey, Susan. So yeah, I think the garbage truck saved the day today by shaking the ground enough for the frozen ice in the pipes to go um loosen up enough for it to go. But it's just like, what if I don't wake up at that time? It's just so scary because it's just like a couple of hours could go by with your pipes frozen, and then it's like burst all the pipes in your walls and stuff, and then you're screwed and you got to move and stuff like that. So I try not to get. You guys see me when that happened the first time. I try not to get too overwhelmed and say, "Oh, you could sleep. It's gonna be okay." But every time I say you could sleep, it's gonna be okay, the fucking pipes freeze. So I don't know how I could get my mind out of that anxiety state. And then this time they didn't even call the plumber, so it was like, okay, you don't care about your pipes bursting. What if they didn't? Like I was waiting forever up. Like when are they gonna come? Because the first time they came, it was within like an hour of calling, they were already here. This time, the landlord was like, fuck it, I don't care, I guess. Like, you don't care about your damn pipes. So, thank goodness they got undone, yeah. So, good thing it was garbage day and the big old garbage truck came by to shake the ground because that's what did it. Um, I also think because I woke up like there was still a little drip coming out, a little, so they were just it had a little bit of space enough for it to break off, or whatever the fuck it does. But it's hard to not be obsessed with it because this has happened to me so many times. And then, like I said, in one house, a time where I had to completely move, live without water for 3 weeks and then move. Like, that sucked. Hey, Desi. But then I just make myself so sick worrying. Like, I made myself so sick today. And I had this episode that happens with my throat that the doctors don't know what it is, that I only heard one other person said they had it and described it the way I had it, and that person's mom has MS, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, she was wondering what was going on with her, so I'm like, what is it? It's like the right side of my throat on the side, like down, starts contracting really, really bad, and it's like you just have a whole bunch. You're coughing, but it's not anything. It's coughing from the contractions. It's so fucking weird. And I try to get it under control and stuff, and then it's like I thought I would have to go to the hospital today, but I didn't. It finally stopped. But it's horrible. So yeah, I just been panicking all day and being sick. How about you guys? What did you guys do today? It's not a cough as in like a cold cough. It's a cough because my throat like contracts and I don't know. The doctors don't know what it is, like what causes it. And it's like I can't talk because I remember trying to tell my daughter the pipes are frozen, and I was just like that frozen, like it was horrible. I sounded like the crib keeper or something. Um, yeah, so that's a scary thing. Like I said, I've never heard anybody else say what that happened to them exactly the way it happened to me, except somebody that, like I said, their mom has MS. And that's what, like I said, the doctors always say that's what you're going to eventually have. And it's like, please don't let me have that. I just rather have weird symptoms that will never go undiagnosed than be diagnosed with that. Yeah, and it's been, yeah, when it rains, it pours. It's been pouring forever. I have asthma, but it doesn't feel like asthma at all. It's not anything to do with my chest whatsoever. It's not anything to do with being out of breath. It's just that contraction. It just keeps on contracting until it just causes a cough. But it has nothing. Like I said, I've been in an appointment when it happened, and they were like, "What the hell's going on?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wish I knew." Because an inhaler doesn't help. Because it's not that I have asthma. I know when I need my inhaler. I still use my inhaler during the episode, but it doesn't do anything because it's not about the asthma part. So it's very complicated. Yeah. So I'm just trying not to stress out too much and so that won't happen again. Hopefully the bitter ass frozen, I mean it's still going to be cold throughout the rest of the winter, but hopefully it doesn't get as it was below 6 last night. So and there's been huge main breaks in the city, the street main breaks, not just houses. So this winter has been so cold and destroying all the damn pipes everywhere, the water pipes. You would think if you have a house, you put money into the insulation of the pipes, if you want to keep it in these areas. And cough medicine, no, nothing helps like that because it's not caused from like a cold or asthma. It's just caused from a contraction. It almost feels like I would say almost like a Charlie horse in that side of my throat, but it contracts. So if you could imagine that. How's everybody else's weather? I know that oh, the random wind break having over here. Yeah, I know that this is like probably people's getting some type of bad weather, just not as bad as this crap. It's like we didn't really have a whole bunch of snow. I mean, there was a lot compared to other places, but not as much as we usually get. So, um, what's it called? So we haven't had a ton of snow like other winters, but the cold did more damage this time around. Yeah, I can't find anything sweetums. This is like I said, this has been a thing that I've had for 8 years, so I've been through everything with this. Believe me, when I talk about stuff, it's stuff that I've tried to get diagnosed so many times and I've gone through so many tests. I don't let something severe just go. It's just that I've had I've had so many tests, it's crazy. And then they've been tested over and over and over for years and years. And I went 3 years straight with just a whole bunch of tests until I'm like, there's no answer, you know. And they don't, like I said, the only thing they haven't rolled out is MS, but they said that that could come up anytime where you're supposed to like basically get MRI'd every 4 months, and that's not going to happen. So I know the next time I'll be ready for all that crap, maybe, but MRIs are too much when you get them back to back. Our weather has been perfect, low 60s. It's going to rain tomorrow. Okay. The high was 68 today. I have no complaints. Look at you guys in the warm. I would hate 68. Shoot. That's why I said I don't like. Oh no, the cough is not. No, it's not new. It's a symptom I've had, and it's only happened to me probably 8 times within 8 years. But it's just really intense, and a lot of things follow after. Oh yeah, I've been to specialists. Yep, all that jazz. Nothing, no, nothing has come up. Every single specialist I've been to, they're like, this is going to turn into something. Just keep on going to the doctor and stuff. It's just not showing up now. And I'm like, oh gosh. And like I said, I can't take medicine for my other stuff. If it counteracts anything with MS, when I don't, like, I'm not diagnosed with MS, but I can't take medicine that might mess with somebody with MS. That's how much they think I'm going to get it. So I can't even be treated with medicine like for my arthritis and stuff because of that. So yeah, my life has just been lovely with the stupid weather. I would really love to live somewhere that had weather between. There needs to be a state or something just built and made up where there's no weather, it changes, or it's just between like 50 and 70. No rain. I don't want no rain. Oh, see, I'll miss the smell of rain, but I don't like anything else about rain but the smell. I don't like how it feels wet and gross. Um, I don't want no rain. I don't want no tornadoes, no earthquakes, no hurricanes, none of that crap. I hate how they give you zero answers. How the heck do you treat what they don't know? That they don't treat it. That's the thing with certain things like MS. You have to be diagnosed with it to treat it. You can they won't try it to see if you have it because the medicine's too expensive. With other things like rheumatoid arthritis, I got diagnosed with just my symptoms. It was like you got rheumatoid arthritis, but MS is totally different. What good is this is going to turn into something? How does that even help? It doesn't. At least they should give you something to help with it now. Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. A lot of people, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep my mind to hope that this isn't just a hopeless case and I'm just always going to be this way. I try to say that someday there's going to be an answer. But the only way you get tested for it is spinal tap or MRI with the dye that I'm allergic to. So those two things are you know too scary right now. I don't want to go. Like I said, I think I went through about 4 MRIs and I went through one spinal tap before I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, have you been tested for? I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I don't remember that. Is it through like? I know if you're talking about the spinal tap thing, I got every single test. From the spinal tap, every single test that existed, I got. because they were like, "Oh, we never had to take this much spinal tap fluid out." I was like, "Oh, thanks for telling me that." So I don't know, and then a whole bunch of blood tests, but I'm not sure of every single thing. I would probably have to go ask my doctor about that one to see. Sweetums, that movie, oh, the series that you recommended. Um, I went on there and then I was like, remember when I was on live? I was like, what's that noise or whatever? When I got off live, I was gonna watch it, but then I started hearing stuff again. I'm like, oh, I was like, and it was a male and female voice, and nobody was awake at my house, and there is no female upstairs. I was like, oh heck no, I'm not watching this series. When series will or a movie will bring something like that, I'm like, it's not worth watching. I don't care how scary it is. It's not bringing anything over here. So I tried, but no thanks. You can request those tests to test your blood for all mold exposure and causes so many cross symptoms. It's mind blowing. I'll ask my doctor about that when I see her next. The series, Sweet of Souls, what it's called. I forgot what it's called, Mariana or something like that. Medical trauma is real. I can't understand not wanting to repeat. Yeah, I can't. I'm totally. Um, it just burned me out because I was going. I was at least going places like 3 times a week. Just kept on going and going and going, and then I'm like, I just got once my I had such an allergic reaction to the dye from the MRI, and they just threw me to the wind. Like they didn't care. They knew I had allergic reaction. They were supposed to treat it, and they just like, okay, you go home now. And I was telling them something's really wrong. I was done. It brought something going on, and I only watched it enough to see if I watched it before, like 2 minutes or something. I'm like, there's no way something like that. That's the only thing I did different. Yeah, that. No, thank you. Nope. I told you I'm very things come to me very easily. They always have. So that's why I watch out for movies and stuff. Things can be I enjoy scariness, but I don't enjoy um that type of shit. It's about you want to watch it. You go ahead and watch it. Shit. I will not. I will not bring when I hear that, especially when there's a baby in the house and stuff like that. No, no. That day, my daughter already thought that I walked in the kitchen and I didn't. So I'm like, no, thank you. Hey, Moss, how are you? I'm surprised nothing happened with you, Sweetums, because you sat there and were watching the wall, but it was still playing. So you now gotta find something else to watch. I'm good, just about to go to bed, but just wanted to say hi for a bit. Oh, thank you for stopping in. Then I looked at show up and it said resume playing. I've never heard of it before. That's what happened to me. Then there was noise outside, cats screaming, yeah, and hollering. And I said, heck no. Hell. I'm telling you, that's what happened to me. I never looked that up. And I was like, um, are they crazy? Am I crazy? Why is it saying it's just. I listened to it and then I was like, well, I'd listened to it for like 1 or 2 more minutes and then that was enough for me to. And like I said, I would have thought I was tripping until I heard the male and female voice, and there is no female upstairs either. So, nobody. Well, so stupid. People are dumb. Thank you, sweetie. Whatever. Like that doesn't bother me. That's one thing I'm glad I don't have anymore. That if somebody calls me something that I'm just like, oh, I must look like that, bitch, please. Oh, that's good, Mouse. That's really good. And you said that gets you on the list, right? Right, like guaranteed. We're all still praying for you. Did the cats ever holler again after that night? I bet they didn't. That whole thing was like that series was like, I'm about to get you guys. Fall for it. I'm like, before so just we were talking about all that. Ironic because I never hear cats like that. Yeah. Um, before I don't know if I ever said this, but we used to watch scary movies all the time. Just have the lights off, everything. But then we started watching. Oh, and that was the only night. See, then we started watching The Exorcist, like the original, and stuff happened every single time. And I'm like, oh, we just gotta really. We stopped calling it. Like we wouldn't even say the whole word. We would just say E because something would always happen when we watched that. And then if you listen to movies and how they do it, they say there's some like subliminal messaging in there to mess people up in that way. It's so. Mm-mm. The old me probably would have tested it and probably would have been like, well, I'm going to watch this anyway. But like I said, it's not just me in the house, and I'm not about to mess up other people or get them something scaring them. Yeah. Thank you, Moz. So yeah, I would not recommend. And then remember, I told you, even if you guys watch stuff like that, always try to cut off the parts where they're doing incantation or prayer or something like that, because you got to think about it. Usually, it is real life words they're using, like spells and stuff like that. It's usually stuff there is really used. So if it's being said where it's audio and it's being said in the room, even if you're just watching it, that could do something too. So always try to mute those parts if you can, or at least like mute half of it so it won't be the whole thing. So you see you guys watch and you're asking something else because I don't think I'm gonna invite nothing in here really. That's what I was wondering. Like, why do horror movie sets get haunted? Yeah, and they need a priest on set. Exactly. Oh no, you watched it at your house? Oh no. But then again, like I said, I think eventually we will have that discussion, Sweetums. But I'll say, I don't know what the word is for you yet. But I think eventually you stick around long enough, we'll be having a conversation. I don't know. My spidey senses have little, you know. I think this is the one and only movie I see. Yeah, I think for me too. Especially after seeing it. Yeah, I think for. I'm trying to think if I said. I think I watched. This is the first one where I really, like I said, because even if I said heck no to movies before, I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna let anything punk me, and I would watch them because of that. This, I'm not doing that. That was too quick. That was only like a minute of just seeing if I watched something, not even paying attention. So we're not. Oh, oh, within 6 months, that's really good. Do you still stay in that? Can nobody touch that now, Moss? Like what? Hopefully it never happens. But what if the you said the person that got the other kidney is doing well? What if something happens with that? Will they mess up your spot on the list? Hopefully not. Like, is this 100% guarantee? That really takes a good person to give the kidney away and stuff. Like, wow, that's why that it did that to you guys' houses. Yeah. Like I said, some people go through their whole life and not ever get messed with, or that's why they don't believe in it or anything like that. I am a magnet for that stuff, and there's no way you can stop being a magnet. You're a magnet your whole life. You don't. It's not like I wanted to be one. It just happened. Like I was born into it somehow, and I don't know. Oh, that's good. That's good, Moss. I'm glad I hopped in here. I thought everybody would be asleep or something. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna be bored by myself. Because I know I'm not going to go to sleep until I go turn the water on, like around 4 or 5. What's the low tonight? I think it only gets out to like 18 or something, but at least it's not below 6, -6. Did you guys see that story um, about the cook in Pennsylvania at the Olive Garden that stuck his head in the fryer and kept it in there and died? The extremes people are going now to off themselves are kind of very insane and like a slow, scary movie starting. What about Horror Nights, the whole Exorcist house? Who has an Exorcist house? I've never been to any thing with that. I'm gonna be up since I slept all day. The boys and I tore up a steak. Oh, a steak and potato. I wanted steak so bad today. We've been having chicken like for a week because they usually sections off like the packs of chicken breast, but for some reason they've been bringing big old packs. So my daughter just cooked a whole pack for a week, and I don't want to see chicken for a while. Steak is expensive as hell. I see people getting um, slabs of steak and cutting them themselves. I wish we could do that crap. Cause little bitty steaks, little tiny thin, not even steak for one person will be like $18. Super Bowl brings the best in sales. Yeah, if you could get there using Instacart, it doesn't. That's why I said, even though I hated shopping when I had to do it, I definitely miss it. I don't like always having somebody get my stuff and it being so expensive. I can't believe it's only the 10th and I'm already broke as a joke. I don't know, but I saw an episode of M15 British Special where they did that to a girl, found out she was a spy, and oh my gosh. It was a real story, true story. Yeah, they said that everybody in like the people that were working back there tried to get him out. Even people like that were eating at the restaurant ran back there to try to get him, but it was too late. To literally stick your head in the fryer and keep it in there, like that really takes some great madness. I heard that after the Super Bowl you can find a lot of meats and snacks on sale. That's the thing though. I have to use stupid Instacart, and when they do have sales like that, the person just will say there's nothing there. If somebody were going, through Instacart, you're just not going to get those types of sales. Forgot to check for sales for steak during Super Bowl. Yeah, Women's needs to get on there. I know. I don't know why they don't. They do for like they have ordering for if you want like catering type stuff, but not regular groceries. I love going out to the during the Super Bowl everywhere is empty and it looks like a ghost town. So everybody really just watches the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna be having fried food for a long time. Why aren't you gonna eat fried food? Did I forget? Not a true story. Oh, it's a British spy drama. Okay. There's just been too many stories out there that are just so crazy. Ouch, I got a ding. I don't know if this is like technically a hangnail, but whatever it is, anything it touches, it hurts like hell. I think it is a hangnail. Oh yeah, when you went shopping. I know, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe. There were 3 aisles packed with just Valentine's Day stuff. That was crazy. I ended up getting a smaller. What did I get? I got a smaller. I gotta go back into what I bought. Where is it? Did they change the date? Oh, they changed the date to Thursday. Um, that sucks. So, Hold on, you guys. So I got a smaller Russell Stouffer heart box. I just got a smaller size, and then a square Gordelli signature collection fine chocolates. Because I was like, I'd rather try something I want to try. I don't really need the heart necessarily, so I got a small Russell Stouffer's heart, and the what ounce I don't remember, and then like a square Gordelli. So altogether, both of them would have been like the heart one I wanted. So at least I got two different brands. Uh, I did my grocery shopping. Uh, my thing's buffering. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I know there's been so many. Everybody's videos is messed up, so I know it's just not my connection. I haven't seen a live that hasn't messed up for the last couple of weeks. But can you guys hear me? Okay, um let me go. I did my shopping during Super Bowl. That's smart. Nobody out. Wait, what was because of the guy showing his head in the thing? Come on, don't start messing up. I love me some fried food too. Yeah, well, I know fried food though. I don't know if I forgot about it. Oh yeah, you found those freeze dried Skittles. That's what they taste like a little bit. Skittles at the dollar store, they tasted stale, but at least I got the curiosity satisfied. Yeah, there is a little staleness to the freeze dried stuff. That's why it's like it shouldn't be worth all that. It shouldn't be all that money. All the lumpias and lechon trained us sweetums. Uh, any other snacks other than chocolate? Yeah, I got, I got Easter stuff. Well, no, I got this Valentine cinnamon lovers jelly beans. That's probably gonna taste like Red Hots. And then there's a Russell Stowe for Valentine's Day, like a one. It's like a looks like $1. I don't know what the heck that is. And then I got my sweet tarts. But the sweet tarts are Easter because there were no more Valentine ones. So I'm like, well, at least I'll get the Easter ones. They're still bigger than regular sweet tarts. Were our names always in gray? I think so. I think the only thing is new is the shield. That's why suspicious. Oh, because of the guy. Oh no, it's just, names are in white on my end. Oh, I see. They're white on my phone, but they're gray on my computer. Oh no, they're gray on my phone too. The lettering is white. The Your chat is white, but on my computer, your names and what you guys write are gray. Yeah, the shield is for the mod now instead of the wrench. But were they always white? I don't know. The font is bold and white. Yeah, on the phone. But I don't know if the names were always gray. Now that I'm looking at it, I think they need to change that because it doesn't look. It looks stupid. I think the names need to stand out more. Because why would you have it like faded gray? I know it's been offline that long. No, there was a little change in the looks. I guess they're not gonna change. They must be keeping everybody's ad now. Because that's been around. They haven't switched it back in forever. For me, only other content creators are highlighted in gray with white lettering. Yeah, that's everybody's name is gray. Like I said on my phone, and then the lettering's white, but on my computer everything's just gray. Unless it does my computer light turn down? No. Oh wait, let me see if I turn it up. No, it's still the same thing. It's all the same. I know they need to change it back. I don't like the ads. And mine's in dark mode too. You don't do fancy mode. You better do fancy mode for your eyesight. You want to keep some of your eyesight. It's better to use things in dark mode. I don't think I would, if you couldn't have the choice between this, I doubt I would even be doing chats or anything. I don't want to be looking at the white background. That's horrible. Dark mode's weird you out, really? Okay, so now I gotta do my live on Thursday instead of Friday. That sucks. How is it that long when it's in? It's only a little ways away from me. How are they taking? Maybe they'll do it earlier. I hope, cause it's pretty close to me where they're shipping from. It hurts your eyes more than regular mode. So blinding white in your face hurts your eyes more than dark. Yeah, I can't see shit in light mode either. I'm like, oh heck no. Yeah, I want because I wanted to have the chocolate and stuff the same day I do. Oh, let me check the other delivery, the makeup delivery. I haven't even checked that. Oh crap. Well, that was supposed to be Wednesday, right? Let me see. Where is it? Where the heck is it? Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to find this. What date did I order it on? Oh, this is wrong email. Yeah, that's still Wednesday, the makeup. So the makeup's Wednesday and the candy is Thursday. But I'm thinking I hope the candy's shorter because it's very close. Light mode makes me squint too much. Yeah. I also turned my brightness all the way up, girl. You're gonna. That is not good. um. Yes, the blue light lens. You need the blue light lenses even with the dark mode. No. Oh yeah. No whistling in dark alleys. Oh my gosh. What was the theme song that you were whistling, Sweetums? I swear. uh, I still can't believe that, and I could just picture somebody if I walking in a what's it called, a parking garage, and hearing that, and it says it will invite the beings that come. The whoa, so you're not scared of that? Oh my gosh, you don't want. Just, oh my goodness, I just can't believe it. Are you one that hears like if you hear noises you convince yourself it's the house settling? Are you one of those people? Isn't that not whistles at night stuff only if you're this? No, that the whistling is not. I heard that since I was little too. The Appalachian Mountains. I don't know how anybody lives in there. I would never. That's just she probably used to the voice. Wait, it isn't the house settling. I'm not saying nothing, sweet. I'm just asking you. No, we're not gonna scare you. Let's go. Let's go on to something else. This is all new to me. I'll be whistling at night like a jaybird. That's why I said I really think when it really depends on what somebody has been through to like you start learning things along the way, so you won't have something. Like I said, there's a lot of times you can look up it where it says piggyback. They say spirits piggyback on you because some are just lingering around, and they basically piggyback the way home with you because they want somebody to attach to. So when you, like I said, I've had so much stuff. There's so much stuff. So when I was little, just all my whole life, there's no way I could deny other stuff out there. What, whistling at night all the same time? Yeah. Also flickering lights and footsteps and doors closing. You have that too. You said yes. No scary stuff. I'm all by myself right now. Time to watch a Disney movie. So you better get your bowl of salt and bowl of rice ready. Yeah, really. I'm also by myself, but apparently, technically, I'm no longer alone. You could still be alone. Are you making fried rice or what? Shoot, I'm still the old school salt person. When I gotta cleanse stuff. And like I said, when things are used like salt or whatever, I always talk about things when I am talking about this. It's like whatever. Straight for the food. What's a bowl of rice do that's just inviting? I don't use rice. I think other some people use rice, but whatever medium, whatever you use to sort of put protection down or around you or whatever, that's more of a from. I always try to explain it if you're like even when it comes to cleansing and all that stuff. The things you use or hold and see, the physical things that you could see, like salt or sage or something like that, it's still more what you're putting out there in the universe, like what your mind and what you're mentally putting out there. So it doesn't necessarily have to be those things. You just have to put as much power in whatever you're doing, with anything, with any object. Beans work too. Beans and rice are so good. Beans mess up my stomach. I wish I could eat them. I miss them. I swear the doggy looks like Indy. What's who's Indy? What's Indy? How do you put the power into it? Your mind. You just have to believe that you're protected, that you're stronger than anything that might try to scare you or haunt you, you know? You have to like make boundaries just like you were just like it if it was a person that you want to create boundaries with, you know, it's the same thing with something you can't see. My God, that was a test trying to explain the taste of hummus to you a while back. Not only beans, but explain the flavor. Well, I didn't know. Yes, I put all those spooky thoughts out of my mind and nothing bothers me. Yeah, that's the best thing you could do. I mean, sometimes something comes on hardcore and it takes a while, but I've always been able to get rid of all my shit. Thank goodness. Not when I was little, and not when I was a teenager, but like in like my 20s and especially 30s, I learned a lot. What do you think? Yeah, I think voodoo dolls, people could create them. I think that what makes something happen or what makes people think they're under control is the fear of that. If you have the fear of somebody putting a voodoo doll, you know, if they say, and you breed your fear into that, I believe shit happening from that. But if you're not scared of that and you're like fuck that shit, I don't got nothing to do with that, then I think it's not gonna do anything to you. All I know is when I saw the closest thing I got to a voodoo doll was people were talking about these I they were selling like these little sleep dreamer things at a flea market I went to in Florida once. It was like $1, right? And they were like, put this under your pillow. And like they were made from a different country, and they're like, put this under your pillow and it will help you sleep or something. Or your wishes come true. It was something like that. And I didn't think nothing of it, you know. It was supposed to like help hungry children from a different country. So I was like, okay, or get the little pouch thing or whatever. And I just got this strong feeling with it, and I think they told me not to open it. I opened that shit up. It was some tiny little people that they had like were wired little people, and they had outfits on. I'm telling you, one looked like a hooker, one looked like a construction man, like little tiny things. So for years, I was scared of that shit because I was like, how do they make something so small look like people and careers and all this crap. And so I wouldn't throw it away. I was so scared. I was like, what am I going to do with this? I know if I throw it away, it's disrespectful. But the energy I felt like from that was horrible. I don't understand why they did that. And, and I didn't, it took me years to throw it away. I was too scared of it. So I just believe the fear breeds, the control voodoo or whatever has over you. She doesn't partake of the yummus? No. Yummus is the best. I can only see. I always buy it and I never try it because it just looks like I will not like it. Um, dream catchers I won't do. And that's because I like I said, I could pick up on other people's shit. So I believe they hold certain things enough where I won't have one in my house. Nope, no dolls here, especially ceramic or voodoo. Well, I got my ceramic little doll coin banks or whatever. I love dream catchers. Oh my god, Eminem, what in the world? I'm telling you, it's the village people's shoe. Those things had careers and everything. Sounds like career Barbie. I didn't burn it. I eventually threw it away after years of being scared of it. And then tell me to put it under my pillow. Yes, fair controls how things go exactly. Would you buy stuff? I've bought stuff from thrift stores and all my coin banks that I collect. They're antique. I don't buy new ones. So but I always cleanse everything that comes through here. Coin banks are different. I'm talking ceramic ones that are specifically hollow. Yeah, to hold the souls. Yeah. No, like I said, I was trying to have a porcelain doll collection for my daughter when she was little. And she was like, hell no, I don't want these. That was funny. And then there was some one doll that I bought her that was just a regular baby doll. And she didn't want it. And I tried to give it to her cousin. She didn't want it. So we tried to trick the younger cousin that was just probably one to take the dang doll because I didn't want to waste my money. And it was just a normal baby doll. And then nobody wanted any parts of that thing. It wasn't even scary looking. I wonder why they were scared of it. Who's holding souls and coin mix? No, she was talking about what's it called? The ceramic doll, not mine. Oh, after watching those scary doll movies, my kids are lucky I even allow Barbies. Oh, ceramic dolls hold souls. Well, I'm sure any dolls could. You know how they say the Amish believe if you have anything with a face on it, um, that it will bring like evil souls through. So their dolls, if they have dolls, the dolls have no face on it at all. Like in Annabelle, yeah, Annabelle is supposed to be a true thing. You don't watch Annabelle, but remember Annabelle's Raggedy Ann, not as scary as they make her in the movie. My sister dragged me to see it in the movie theater. And I laughed when I am nervous, so I was laughing the whole time. Yeah, that's really scary to watch in the movie theater. That's the best time to watch it, though. At home doesn't do it justice. They better still be doing the Annabelles. I know they stopped Conjuring. Hopefully, Annabelle goes on for a while. And then remember when they just did the tour of the real Annabelle? Stupid people taking it on tour, and then one of the people that were the only ones that were to transfer Annabelle into the original box, which you're not supposed to do. They transferred Annabelle from the original box to another box. One of the guys that was handling her died. Unexpectedly, he was young, and he just dropped dead. Um, I was tripping when I seen Annabelle look like Raggedy Ann because I had to. I was always scared of Raggedy Ann. I didn't like. It was Raggedy Ann and what was the boy one? I didn't like those. The worst part, watching the nun's feet pushing the dang wheelchair. Shoot, I don't even remember that part. I don't. It's hard for me to remember movies at all. And I just finished watching not too long ago. Did I watch it this Halloween that passed? All the Annabelle movies. I think I did, and I still don't remember. My eyes will be closed throughout the whole movie. Oh yeah, Andy, Raggedy Andy. I'd be too busy, face deep in popcorn to avoid the movie. Would you guys have? If you guys, doesn't a faceless doll sound more scary than a doll with a face? I think if I had to, if my parents were like, no, you can't have a doll unless it doesn't have a face, I'd be like, you could have that. That sounds more scary. Faceless definitely sounds worse. Yes, it does. The Amish are strict with their junk. And you gotta think about that. They don't play because of a reason. Because things are out there, you know? Like, they're not just making up those rules for no reason. And they don't have things to distract them, so they're gonna be way more if they like TV and all that other stuff. So if they're haunted, they're gonna know for sure. It's gonna be pretty clear. I don't like dolls at all. Yeah. I was never a doll person. I only like stuffed animals. The dolls with the blinky eyes are scary, yeah. Those are the worst of them all. Yeah, no dolls. Like I said, the only I do collect my dog cloning rings that people might think are scary, but I just wonder why I only played Legos and Hot Wheels. Oh, the Legos are gonna pee upon me, I'm sure, soon. With this boy and Hot Wheels. Yeah, I liked Hot Wheels, the little racetracks and stuff they used to have. No Barbies or Easy Bake Oven. I think I tried to like play with Barbies like I liked them, but I didn't like them. Lego sets are crazy expensive now. The Lord of the Rings one is for 500. Damn. That's really crazy. Well, hopefully grandbaby doesn't get into Legos because he's not getting shit like that. So far, he's into being a little DJ on his little DJ stand and empty water bottles. He'll play with a damn empty water bottle for like an hour or something. My son is so into Barney and Lightning McQueen. I love that for him. He's loving all the class. My daughter won't even let my grandbaby watch any of that. That's so cute. Yeah, she won't let him watch any of that stuff. I hope she gives in a little bit, cause dang, I had tons of Barbies untouched in the boxes, but my bedroom stuff got lost. That really sucks, cause that could have been some money. My niece loved playing with the water so much she had a game called Big Water. We tried Miss Rachel and it was a no-go. He walked away. He'll listen to Miss Rachel a little bit, but it's, what's it called? Gracie's Corner is the thing that he's really into. I don't know why people don't talk about Gracie's Corner more. And now I know some of the songs that I'm annoyed with because I'm not that type of person, but I am for him. So I gotta be singing the songs with him, and he'll look at me too, like, "You're not singing, Grandma." Well, he calls me Nana. He's like, "You're not singing." He looks at me like, "You better go sing." So I gotta be singing some Gracie's Corner. I need to give away a bunch of my son's old Lego. We have a closet full of them. They were so into it. I could send them your way. Oh, I'll let my daughter know if she wants to start the annoying Lego thing. I'm hoping she doesn't want to do it. I don't want that unless he got like a room for it. Thank you, Moss. Oh, that must be heartbreaking to lose your things that way. I know. I've lost all my stuff through moving. I never had any. I don't think. Do I have anything from my childhood? Cause we moved like I was like 20 times before I was 17. So we always lost all of our shit. Uh, I have an old pencil box from like fourth grade, and then I have a necklace. That's it from when I was like six or something. Other than that, everything's gone. Besides, when I moved out, I moved out at 17, so I have some stuff from there. But oh, you don't know Gracie's Corner, does he? All right, Moss. You can start with Duplo for his baby hands, and then graduate to Legos. The only thing I brought with me every move were my books. Mama will look at my pile and say, "Must be hard being a nerd." That's what everybody did to me. Like, oh, when I was older and collected all my books. Like I said, some of the people that, like the caseworkers and stuff, would come in my house and they would call me the book lady. Like I didn't have a name. They didn't remember my name and they're like, "Oh, you're the book lady." I'm like, okay. Like people are always shocked when you have bookshelves that actually have books on them. Seems I think so, but I don't know if it'll work with an LED light. Isn't that what they use? We're an old school show from. Oh, okay. Gracie's Corner is more. Um. Is the ethnic part, I think, counterpart to the Rachel one. So for me, it's more tolerable. And there's more. I don't know if the whatever that Rachel. Like I said, I can't stand her enough to know. Uh, well, she does, but I'm sure it's learning too. But Gracie's Coin is learning too. He could build a compound. Wow. I took a bunch of encyclopedias to the library and they looked at me funny and said we don't use those anymore. Okay, I'm definitely gonna look her up. Yeah. Second channel named The Book Lady. I really feel like I don't know what's gonna make me. Oh, you know what book? I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know. I'm thinking about, and the only reason why I'm thinking about it, I don't know. You guys are probably too young, but I think it comes out next month or something. Christina Applegate's book. I think that's gonna be interesting because of the career she has, and then just to get crippled with MS like so quickly. I think that's gonna be interesting, but maybe people won't want to read it because they don't have a scary chronic illness or something. But I think that might, if it's not too much money, I might read that book next. Since it's like 1902, hey, those would be some money. Oh, the Christina Applegate one? Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. I forgot what it was called. Does anybody remember Christina Applegate? I still remember the second place someone selling the door to door, saying what are the, and I don't think I ever paid attention to the people coming to the door. I just know we always had, but there would be just random ones popping up. So obviously they got it from somebody at the door. We have Wikipedia and all the interwebs now. Yeah, she has a mess now. She's doing a little better, but it stopped her when she got diagnosed. She couldn't really walk or anything. People had to like hold her up, and she couldn't stand for long. And that's the scary thing, is I can't stand for long or anything like that either. So, um, it's just a lot of similar symptoms. But the people that have money, it's like this. I just really feel like, because they're like, go see as many doctors you can until you find a good one, because a good one will help you. It's like you're not going to find a good one unless you have money. So all their advice is like, not all people can do what you guys are doing. We might keep Star Wars, but the SpongeBob sets, Toy Story, Indiana Jones, and I forgot what else is in the closet. I have to look and ask my boys if they even want to keep any of them. Yeah. Married with Children, Christina Applegate. Yeah, we watched that. I could tell what time it was and what day of the week it was. Yeah, I watched that, and she did that show on Netflix too that was good. Um Before the last season of it, that's when she got diagnosed. What's that Netflix show that was a good if you guys like dark humor, that was a good show. Yeah, she's been through it. That's why I wanna watch it. I mean I wanna read it. Um Netflix. And she's like a smartass and stuff. That's why I like her. So I'm hoping her. Oh, Dead to Me is the series that she's on Netflix. I'm hoping her book. comes across as not like um I don't know, some people in Hollywood when you read their book, they have so much entitlement and they don't even know it. And it's like, "Oh, you suck." I thought people would be deeper than they write. Like what's his name? Matthew McConaughey. I thought his book was going to be so deep and I read it, I was like I stopped liking him. I don't want that to be like that with Christina Applegate. She has a podcast too. I'm going to start listening to that. See if it's any good. Um, would you read the book or do the? Oh, I would read the book. I'm not doing that. I'm against the audiobook. I like I said, I like holding the book. I just like the physical book. I hope I don't ever like audiobook. Yes, I was thinking drop dead, but that's the babysitter movie. Yeah. Oh, the series. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys like Dark Company, you should watch it. The last season of it, I thought it was but she was sick during the whole thing. I wish they would have just. The last season's kind of disappointing, but the rest of them are pretty good. But like I said, I know that was hard for her. She said she couldn't even sometimes where she had to stand up, somebody was like holding the bottom of her legs so that she could be steady during the scene and stuff like that. And then what's her name has it too. Oh, what's her name? The one girl from Cruel Intentions with the dark hair. Oh, Thelma Blair. Yeah, she has it too. So she hasn't been in movies and stuff. I always like any movie she's in. Did you guys like Cruel Intentions? That used to be my movie. The only thing I know about Matthew McConaughey was the time he played naked bongos, and I didn't know. I didn't need to know more. What? I used to like watching Matthew McConaughey. I thought he was a little smexy, but after he did play the role where he lost all that weight, he really did it. I like people a little bit more full. I don't like no skinny ass, look like you aged 20-year person, and then having that simple ass book. No, I was done with him after that. Like I said, he glorified domestic violence in that book. He was like, "Oh, my parents beat the shit out of each other, but it was still love. My dad broke my mom finger 4 times because she waved it at him, but it was still love." They were like, "Oh, my dad was, what was it? Was the dad beating on the mom, and then the mom smacked him over the head with the phone where his head was bleeding, and then he was like, oh, and then they were making love right after." It's like, come on, dude, that's not how twisted does and how does anybody not read that and say, oh yeah, we should go ahead with this, it's okay. Like, it's twisted. So after that book, I was done with him. Oh, I didn't know that she said she once had to wear a diaper. Damn. Yeah, he was just like, it was love. That was not love. That was toxic shit. So nice shit with you. Gotta get to bed now. Just took my blood pressure meds and they knocked me out. Hope to chat with you all again soon. Nice to meet you. Uh, Moss, that's Susan. She said, nice to meet you, sensational. Good night, Moss. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, we're keeping you in our prayers for sure. When I finally think of a YouTube name, yeah. Did Jeremy go live already tonight? I haven't been on my computer. Oh yeah. A stalker guy? Oh no. Have I heard this already? Oh, okay. He did about an hour. What stalker guy? It's been the whole entire year. Oh yeah, because you were in the Renaissance last year. That went by so quick. That stuff seems so cool at Renaissance Fair, but it just seems like it would be. I would die of heat stroke. But it looks really cool. After Moss was in Disneyland, some guy showed up in the chats later going, "Oh, whoa." People are really creepy. It's like, because I don't understand some people. I don't understand. I'm glad Boogeyman hasn't tried to come back up in here. I know he's probably listening to every damn one of them, but you can listen all you want as long as you don't try to impose. Sweetums, you and your incels. The other day, I'm like, "Hi, silent viewers, come in the chat and say hi." And Sweetums, they're probably incels. I'm like, Sweetums, you just. How I love. uh, I think Jared would go live when we meet, but yeah, I hope that guy won't be. Yeah, I hope he stays away. Has that person popped up in Jeremy's lives as somebody else yet? The Call Me Lynn chick, the racist one? I really thought she was going to come back in here to get told off again because she seemed like she didn't understand that she was offensive in any kind of way. But they're all over the interwebs. But not my silent viewers. My silent viewers are probably just the lurkers because people are thinking I'm going to hop in some drama somehow. And then they're silently because they have anxiety. Shoot. I don't think there's incels that are silently watching. Where? Oh yeah, what the heck happened to Larry? I don't know. I haven't been on this late in a while. I did it the other night because I was looking for Sweetums, but I haven't done this late lives. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. And Winter Moon hasn't been in them. I mean, heck, everybody's thinking he's not here. His name was, oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. I haven't seen her. The tire lady. The tire lady. Did I say something else? Tire lady? What tire lady? Oh, we're talking about the racist lady. She's a tire lady, though? No, she hasn't either. Damn weirdo. And I told her that St. Anthony prayed when she lost something. That she should have been searching for. Damn, sweetheart. Or stupid. I couldn't believe she was like, "Oh, you guys were offended. You don't have to be so mean. Like, hello, you just said two racist jokes like it was fucking 1920 or something. Shit." But I am excited to try this new makeup that's coming in and these lip kits. They look so nice online. They better look that nice on my lips, and they better stay. Cause I don't know what's gonna be. So far, my MAC lip liners are number one. I haven't tried a lip liner that's been even close to that. I know. Oh, you guys didn't think it was funny? Like, come on. And you're gonna hop in my life? I knew it though. I'm telling you, that's why I set it up like that. I'm like, this hoe. I wasn't even going on that night. I was like, I know this hoe's about to show up in here and think I was like, haha. Ugh. But people from small towns really don't. They don't understand. They don't comprehend that people aren't gonna put up with that shit. I'm excited. You're excited. I hope they're good. Yes, that's the biggest thing. Oh, that's what I said. Hopefully they're good. I think since the governor's normalizing acting like, yeah, I know. That's what made me so mad. Cause I try to stay out of stuff like that, but mm-mm, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. That was my blood was boiling not to say anything in the chat because I don't. That's why I didn't. I don't like starting drama. Oh, you're about to try the pecan Snickers and see why. I mean, yeah, you need to try it. Everybody needs to try the pecan Snicker. It's just a little sweeter than the regular Snicker, but I like it. Well, of course I like it better because I can't have the peanuts. But people who grew up in racism definitely don't give a fuck how it works. It makes others feel. Yeah, because I've lived, like I said, living as a mixed person anyway, and I always get it from both sides. I get racism from both sides. I get people telling me I'm not black. I get people. It's like, you don't tell me what I am, what I've lived, stuff like that. I get it from I've been in small towns. You think I'm, even though I'm half white, you think they consider me, you think they welcome me? Hell no. You think when I was little, the Ku Klux Klan throwing rocks through the window, trying to burn down our house, you think that was because they consider me white? Hell no. It's like, don't even try that. But, so I try not to get into that because people just, you get it from both sides. But I'm not going to just shut up when stuff like that happens. Is it more Mac stuff? No, it's not Mac stuff. But don't try to get, I told you, I'm not telling you the name. uh, it's a brand I've been wanting to try though for the longest. But I even stopped like following brands and stuff because I don't got money like that. I'm like, I gotta quit looking at makeup. But um, this was, wait, a pecan Snickers. You ever tried the pecan Snickers? Sounds like I'm going to Walmart at 6 a.m. Or do I have to wait? No, you could eat it now. Tell us how it tastes, how you like it. Every day is Love Yourself Day, Susan. Susan, grab me one too. Just throw it at my head if I'm asleep. We can't keep quiet with stuff like that, or it makes us like them. Yeah, it makes us like them. Yeah, exactly. People seem to forget that Obama's mother was white. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of things they say when he was in the office too. Like, oh no, he's not black. Stuff like that. That's some throw. I'm gonna have crash states when I toss it. But I'm ready. Sweet as it is, but that was a gift from Eminem. Yeah. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, even my daughter. Like my daughter is uh, well, like mostly 80% black. And they're still. I got because she's light and she was really really light when she was younger. My black grandparents, well, my grandma, she was like, you need to get that girl some black baby dolls and get some black stuff in her life. And it's like, that's all she's had in her life, you dumb hoe. And then my white grandma, that never acknowledged any of the grandkids that came before my daughter, was like, oh, now there's a white sheep of the family. Like that was something. It just angered my soul. Like, it just didn't make any sense how people are. And then, like I said, when I met my cousins, my cousins, they just were like, "Oh, your hair is not nappy." Oh, and it's like, do you comb my hair? Do you not know? You don't know what my hair is. Like, you have no idea. It's just people are just they're just stupid to try to tell you what race you are. It's definitely sweeter, less nutty, more caramelly, and the nuts are softer. Exactly. That's why I like it the most. I like it because the nuts are softer. I don't like, but yeah. Let's see what this is. Not soft as in stale. No, I think it's freshness that makes them soft. We have a soft nut. We love a soft nut. Do we? Yeah, that's how everything was in my family. So when I get it outside, that's why I said I don't have cousins. One side's very racist, the other side, they're colorists basically. So I don't have family outside of my, just the brothers and sisters. Soft custard pecans. But yeah, but they don't taste stale at all. I think it's shockingly good because I thought it was going to be hard and everything, but okay, so not soft as in rubbery. No, you got to try it. I still can't believe the what are they, just the large ones are like almost $3. Being mixed race, you can never be enough for either race. Exactly. You always gotta fight something. So, would you get it again, Susan? Water, lots of water. It's good. I told you it was sweet. You definitely, if you eat the whole thing, you're not craving another one that, is pretty satisfying. Oh, really? Sweetums? Oh, no. I'm not even laughing. I'm not laughing at you, Sweetums. That's like a nervous laugh. My ring camera downstairs going off and there's nobody there. Oh, no. Susan, that means too sweet. I think it's worth it to me. I guess, like I said, I think because I can't eat peanuts and I love Snickers, I'm glad they have that alternative if they stick it around. Because it's not like the almond kind. The almond kind, the almonds are hard, and I like the nugget part to the almond kind, but the almonds just are too hard. I haven't had sweets in a minute. Don't flickering lights mean somebody is trying to let you know that they're there with you or in a good way? If it depends, like I think that can mean good or bad. It happens every midnight. Are you serious, Sweetums? And you're trying to tell me you're not haunted? So you're allergic to ground nuts or not tree nuts? I don't know what I'm allergic to because peanuts I used to be able to eat. So I would have to go get tested for all that stuff. I could. The only thing so far has been peanuts and like pecans when I eat them and like I have mixed nuts. Those are a little too strong, but I don't think it's like an allergic reaction, but I could eat them in that Snickers. I hate the almond Snickers now that it's rubber. Yeah, yeah, the almonds, no. I'm trying to tell, I'm trying to tell me I'm not haunted. Heck no, I rebuke that. How are you going to talk about your ring thing goes off at midnight and you don't think that's anything? That's why I said people like to talk themselves into thinking it's something else. But what else could it be? It just happens like that. So it was just when Lonnie told me not to try, I should have listened. It was not good to me. I'm so happy I didn't lose power. The lights flickered yesterday, but that's it. That's damn storm. That's good. I love mixing up mixed nuts with chocolate chips and raisins. I inhale them. I do it with dried cherries and mixed nuts. I should try some chocolate chips up in there. Some Gardali or whatever they're called, chocolate chips with that would probably be a good combination. If my light flickers the same time every night, I'd be calling the electric company. They wouldn't be able to do anything. Lynn didn't like the almond Snickers either. Tried with the peanut butter chips. I hate everything that came out peanut butter when I can't eat it no more. I get so jealous. There's so many things I look at. I'm like, I want to try that, but nope. Is the storm going on after today still? Yeah, it is packed with them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not light flickering. It's the ring camera. The ring camera has motion detectors, so it's seeing something you're not. That's one thing where I don't know if I'll ever have a house with a doorbell again because my doorbell used to ring at like 3 o'clock in the morning and nobody would be there, and it would ring so slow. I mean, I felt like that thing took like a minute to go ding dong, and my heart would just, I would almost have a heart attack every time. So I stopped having houses with doorbells because no thank you. But we got to get something up in here that's probably going to be a ring camera and stuff because bitches keep trying to break in. You have to put socks. I don't care how cold I get. I can't put socks on. How long has this 3 a.m. ring light thing been going on, Sweetums? I have a ring doorbell and three no soliciting signs on the doormat that says "Go away." I'll be doing the same shit if I had a house. Oh, I didn't see that. What's is that's in theaters? I don't know if I watched the full movie of Jason Manoa or whatever, however you pronounce it. I think every time I like see that he's gonna be in a scene or something. Well, that's I thought it was gonna be what's it called much longer. Like why even? I was done. I was That's why I started watching. What's it called? Um, what's it? The Throne Show. I started watching that for him, and then it's like, oh, he got off that pretty quick. Oh, maybe for the past 6 months, every single night, Sweetums. I also have a pair of giant man boots and a dog polo. Shit. Oh, it's on Netflix. I might give it a watch. Okay, it might have been Prime. Oh, I'll look on both. The nights I'm awake at that time. Wow. I don't know if nothing's showing up. That's kind of weird for it to be the exact time. Like I said, that could be a good sign or a bad sign. You never know unless you get thinking that signifies something from somebody that has passed. If it doesn't, then I'll just ask for whatever it is to stop doing that shit. Either way, you probably want it to stop. So when you ask for protection or whatever, you're supposed to like imagine your property, the lines around your property protected. And like I always still say like I always ask for the inner and outside perimeters of my loved ones to be protected. So it's like I'll visualize, a line around the properties and stuff and just ask for that to be protected and no evil to cross over. Something simple like that, you could say. Maybe it will stop. You thought it was. Does that happen? Have you Googled it? Is that a thing? I turn on the 30-second alarm just in case it's. What does. Oh, I don't know anything about the Ring cameras. I've just seen them. I don't know. What's the 30-second alarm do? I was watching something on here and it said. Yeah, it could be. That's why I said it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. I never thought of that. Think someone would really like for it to stop. Yeah. I know when my dad passed away, all the um smoke detectors, all the things just started going off in the house, and they never had before. And I lived in the house for years, and the landlord was like, because she lived downstairs, she was like, "That's your dad. That's your dad." I was like, "My dad would not come through in a smoke detector, making me think I got gas or CO in the house." You know, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably something wanting me to believe that, but I know that my dad wouldn't do that to me. And so I had to just ask for it to stop, and I literally had to, I made my landlord buy a more expensive detector too, so that if it did go off, I would see the numbers and everything. But after I asked for it, and I even called in, I mean, I made sure it wasn't the alarms or seal because I called in the fire department and made sure nothing, everything was at a safe level and stuff like that. And then I was like, please go away. I don't want this. This is not a way to try to contact me. I'll say it scares me thinking that I'm in danger, and then it went away. Oh, okay. You can turn off on a siren. Okay. If any of my people pass away and do that shit like that to me, yeah, I mean, because that's not the way through alarm. That's scary shit. That smoke detector go off even when I pull out batteries. But I heard that just what? What? Sweetums, how are you saying these things? But you say to me, you're not a haunted person. Does anybody else pull out fucking batteries from their smoke detectors and the shit still go off? No. Come on now, girl. After my dad passed, I had tons of flies in the house. I smashed 20 a day for days. I yelled out, "Okay, Dad, very funny," and as it happened since. Wow, bring in the flies. I need simple signs like playing, yeah, that song, or when I turn the radio and send a butterfly. Yeah, and with my mom, it was her perfume. Like her perfume, I could sense her too, though. And then her perfume. And when upset with me, just take my tips when I say these things, so you can get rid of some of these things. Not the flies, yeah. Smoke detectors last for about 5 years if they're hardwired. That's without the battery though. The ones with batteries don't work when you take the battery out. And then there's the 10-year ones that just will, after the 10 years are up, it will just start going off, and you're supposed to remove the battery some type of hard way, but I just throw that shit away. What does hardwire mean? What do you mean? You just said you thought it was hardwired. Hardwired ones that, yeah, hardwired ones have batteries too, but she's talking about the ones that you take out that aren't 5 year, that have the what's it called in them. Um isn't it the V Volt 9, whatever the hell it's called? Aren't you just talking about the ones that have the Volt battery in its sweetums that you take out? Those wouldn't have shouldn't be going off afterwards. There's nothing in them to make them go off. Hardwire is more when it's they're all connected like that, Susan, but they have batteries too. So they have batteries you have to replace. And when I take out the batteries, they still chirp. Is it a square battery? The V, what are those square batteries called? If it's a square battery, you shouldn't be hearing the chirp afterwards. If it's the other batteries that are supposed to be for like 5 years, 10 years, then you might still hear the chirp. The 9 volt, you shouldn't hear the chirp still. Yeah, that's not like the other ones. Yes, so that's not the one that chirps afterwards. What's GTA? Play GTA. Oh, yeah, I knew what that was. I just couldn't get it. I never played it. I just seen people playing it. Ouch, this hangnail hurts like a bitch. That's what I get for not putting lotions on my hand. I really need to start. I try to start it right before I go to sleep, even though I feel like that's going to wake me up. Life's turning into Grand Theft Auto shit. Oh, I gotta figure out what to do with this dang hang now. Something so little could just hurt so bad. Special hangnail clippers? What's so special about them? They must, unless they don't cause any pain, I'm using the regular ones to cut this shit off tomorrow. But it's more in my skin, like, it's like my skin is pulled apart, not just like the hang. The hangnail's a little tiny bit, but you know when it gets thick in the bottom of your nail bed, in the bottom of your nail bed rips, that's what mine's doing. Like, what's like if it doesn't like I said, unless it's pain free and cures it on the same day, I ain't buying it. Bite it off. Ew. I do just never bit off a taste bud. If you won't bite off a taste bud, but you'll go near your nail with all the germs, no matter how much you wash them. Nope. Think that's the first thing a nurse taught me when I was like 13 or 14 about nails and how much germs are around them and stuff like that. They curve inwards instead of outwards. Oh, I think my daughter has those. She she has all type. That's her job. She does pedicures and stuff like that. She works at a salon. Sweetums, I've seen some of y'all wild conversation. Of what? What? Because she said it's curved inwards. What? Wait, wait, what happened? We're all innocent up in here. Oh yeah, I gotta hang up, cut on a sweater. And, oh, yeah. That's what this is trying to do, and it's just a little tiny part that's sticking out. I'll clip that tomorrow and hope. But I think the part of my nails gonna keep on splitting unless I moisturize it. Susan, what me? I know where my hand's been too. That don't mean anything, and I wash it a ton of times, 100 times a day. Still don't mean nothing. No matter what you do, there's always germs there. Um, I think the wildest conversation were the Zane ears. Yeah, that was definitely, like I said, I think that scared away some of my audience, unfortunately. But those were fun days, for sure. And we still use some of the words that came out of that. We will forever. Even though that book sucked and it was a waste of money and everything like that. But, yeah. Oh no, bunch of snow. No. The Sparky and the Blossom and the Chipples and the Buttons. Speaking of that, my damn Chipple's still itching from a fucking week ago. What's up with that? Does that mean something? I never had that happen to me before. I'm about to Google it. No, I'm not going to Google it. Because then I always think I'm going to Google some weird stuff and then I'm going to get caught for some crime, which I wouldn't do because I don't do crime. But just and they'll be like, and why does your Google search say, what's wrong with your nipple if it itches for a week? Ooh, I said the N word instead of the chipple. I can only eat half of the Snicker. Yeah, it's intense. That's what I did too. I would eat half like during the day, then I would eat half at night. Those nights will always be stuck in my head. Yeah, it's some TLC. That's why. Oh my gosh, the titty twister. I know, what the heck. I really felt like stabbing it with something today because I'm like, I can't get down where the itch is. I'm not gonna do that. I know that would hurt and I want to do that, but it's so frustrating. I'm like, what the heck am I gonna do? It has to be something with menopause, man. Or perimenopause, or whatever the heck it is. They talking about itchy ears. What about itchy chipples? But it's only one, it's not both. Rub it. I did everything I could to it. It doesn't help. I was smacking that shit today, trying to just. I rather have had pain instead of an itch, but that didn't help the itch any. I don't know if it is. I would have to look up if that's a sign. Somebody look up, is chipple itching a sign of perimenopause or menopause? Ouch! Ice it. Ouch! I know the body does some crazy things. It sure enough does. That's why I said it might be the stuff people don't talk about. I'll just be glad. I hope when you actually reach the menopause stage that some of these symptoms go away and something will balance out. The primary cause is a drop in estrogen, which leads to reduced skin. Well, damn, thinner skin and decreased moisture, resulting in dryness, sensitivity, and irritation. Isn't that nice? Dang. Well, that's how it is. That's perimenopause for you. Shit. Well, damn it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, womanhood and aging. The hot flash I had yesterday was crazy. I'm gonna start timing them. I'm telling you, mine was long as hell too. They're not no. I swear, they're not. They're not no few hours. Mine was like probably 12 or something. The last one, because I actually it was happening when I was on here. That I got off, had my snack and stuff. It was still happening, and then I fell asleep like hours later, and I still woke up with everything. My pillow was soaked. Everything was gross, and I'm like, dang, that had to be like 12 hours. And they're coming more frequent too. I think some of them. I think it depends because I've had short ones, and then that last one was a really long one. So I mean, seeing me. I wanted to take off my clothes in Walmart. Yeah. Yep. I'm thankful I always have my fan on me when they happen. Yeah, things you can't. And then eventually, I guess, what with menopause, once you lose enough estrogen, that means you're gonna have to get. Don't they? Something changes, right? I wonder if you have to take estrogen. So you go live on this new channel then, Susan? So we know itchy chipples and hot flashes. I need 50 people on YouTube. But is that what you're... Do you want that? You're gonna start posting? I should lotion it and see if that makes a difference. So how are you doing a one person live spill? Oh, that's just on what's it called? IG video thing. You know we want to see the sunsets and all that stuff again. IG has it where you could video call people. So yeah, it's like FaceTime is just through IG. You're staying on what? Yeah, I can't, like, I don't get to see stores, insides of stores or anything, so, that's why I watch people go in stores, because I like to see what's out there. I tell you all the time, I loved the sunset ones. They were amazing and so relaxing. Yeah. Oh, her starting YouTube. So you don't want her to start YouTube? Maybe when it's not scary to be a brown person, I can show you around Vegas. That would be cool. You said when it's scary to know. Is there ever going to be a time until he's out of office and then who, if the vice president takes over then? Oh my gosh. That's why, don't you, isn't that why a lot of you guys like lives to watch the stores? Because then I got a good take on, like, what size the Valentine heart was and stuff. So I do them for my video. So I wouldn't be surprised at like a smaller size or anything like that. I haven't been to the beach since August when my cousin was there. I sat on the beach while he swam. And you even got Garrett to go underwater and stuff and show us too. That never happened. I mean, always scary, but it's terrifying as yeah. I'm stay out of it completely because people like to blame me for the deletions of other ones as if they wait. People like to blame me for deletion of the other one as if they know what happened. I like the lives because I like the host in the chat. I don't care what they eat or where they go. Yeah. Well, for me, like, I don't really care what they eat or whatever, but I just like looking in the stores. But I'm definitely not like, oh, look at the food. And, a lot of people like that stuff. I'm not into it like that. But let me know, Susan, if you're trying to get your subscribers. Even though I only got a few people that come through here, I'll still say, go subscribe to your channel. do like watching walking tours on YouTube. I know I think I mentioned this before. I gotta find this girl. Maybe she stopped walking. But people that trek through like the forest and stuff, they walk through the like trails. Um, I gotta find this one that was really interesting. The girl. I just don't want to follow anybody. I liked her personality and stuff. But they'll walk through all these huge long trails, for months and stuff. It's interesting and also scary because I used to do a lot of walking the trails, and I would never walk like at night or really by myself. I don't think I ever did trails by myself, and they would only be like through a park or something, not through states and all that by yourself. I gotta find her. I forgot what her name was. Just imagine being scared on like they have some what do they call those, hostels or whatever, where people stay when they're hiking and everything. Just imagine being a female doing that. And then I know she went to one and the guy was creeping her out, so she just decided to keep on walking. And it's like, that's really not safe either. He's walking the same trail you're walking. And then to pitch your tent knowing that he might be coming right behind you, that I just don't know how people keep on doing it. If I even tried and that happened to me, I would instantly stop and somehow find civilization where I'm like, where's the bus? Whatever the hell, I gotta get home because this guy's following me. I wouldn't go walk the trail another hour and then go to sleep thinking you're safe. That's what she did. Heck no. If anything, I would put videos, but I don't know about live streams. Yeah. Well, like I said, the so wait for videos, you gotta have 52. Only you said only for live stream, right? Someone got unalived at a hostel here that my cousin's friend he met at the program he was attending while here. Oh shit. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't see how people could sleep in those things. Seems okay. They are fun. I like watching people exploring Japan. I would not do a hostel. I don't care. You think about it when you go to hospitals and you gotta have roommates and stuff. They're always crazy as hell. I could just imagine. 50s for the lives, okay. My numbers are. That's why I said I don't know if I'm still gonna desert this channel because the subscribers are going up slowly, but they're going up. I don't know. To start from scratch, what if I don't get any? I love watching YouTube channels in other countries. I watch it from time to time. The Japan ones are really interesting too. Yeah. Up is good, slow but steady. Yeah, it's a little too damn slow though. And then when you lose people, it's like, oh shit, that's a big chunk out of the conversation. But you just need one video to go viral. Make two just to see. Yeah. Watch though, my channel's gonna suck like this one is, and then I'll be like, oh. Then if it doesn't work out, then I'm gonna be like, well, fuck both of the channels. I feel like if they're both slow going, I'm gonna be like, well, fuck it all. Sorry, but don't leave this one until you see. Yeah, I wouldn't leave this one regardless because of the people that I've had for a long, long time. I've had my channel for 16 years, so Um, I still have my OG people that come through from time to time to tell me that they're still around. And like I said, it has all my videos, like a lot of my makeup stuff, and I won't ever leave it. But yeah, just see if this one is cursed really. But yeah, I feel like if that one bombs too, I really will desert both of them. That's just the thing. You sound like me now. Yeah, it's like 16 years old. But I never kept my lives. I used to always do videos, and then I would try lives, and I literally would only have like really one person the whole time. So I would always take them down. Or I would have always men, will you marry me? That type of stuff. Yeah, I think the YouTube thing was like, your channel is 16 years. Oh gosh, and so I think they said the last count it was 16 years old. And that's the thing, when I did my channel, nobody in my family was nobody, well, besides my sister. But besides Jerry. Um Everybody else watched way later, years way later when I was done with it. This was before I started the lives again. But when I just felt like, oh, I'm just leaving my channel there. And then everybody watched all the content, and then they were like, where's the rest of it? Like, why did you stop? And I'm like, well, if I had the support through that time, maybe I wouldn't have stopped. But nobody watched it until I was long gone. 2 years in your channel photo shit. The 90-Day Fiancés, yeah. Susan, have you seen No Neck Ed? Oh my gosh, that guy. Oh. I don't see how people do it. I would never. I don't care. There's no way I'm just gonna be marrying somebody in that amount of time. My car could drink just saying, oh shit. Damn. Hey, it's still going. Oh, and love. See, I won't watch relationship shows. I just won't do it. I don't like people's heart getting broken in such stupid manners. That fine step of ill, he's so gross. Like when people do such things that they don't think they're gonna be heartbroken, and then I just stopped watching them. I'm like, I don't like that crap because people are honestly just so foolish when it comes to love. Yeah, the 90 days always an old person marrying a young person who needs financial assistance, and then love after lockup is always a person that just wants their hookup once they get out, but once they just use them like that. Those shows remind me of how twisted and shizzy people are. That's why I don't watch them. I don't like seeing how people, the vulnerable people, I don't like seeing them get hurt. Love after lockup. I guess they're really in someone. No, there's not. Those someones aren't for everybody. They use them, and mostly all of them go out and cheat. Yeah, they're pretty. I've known people in real life that's done that, and one of my friends were so stupid. This dude was on his third strike or whatever, and most of the relationship was in jail. Then he gets out. She got She had two kids by him, and he did his third strike and had to serve life. I'm like, what do you think was gonna happen? I don't understand the girls who write prisoners when they know. Bull, those are twisted, crazy women, though. Um, I still don't understand how there's conjugal. Oh shit, I'm not gonna be able. Whatever those visits are, the fucking visits, those shouldn't be allowed. Why? How do you get to still get your nut on when you're in jail? That's not right. Or in prison. Doesn't Shorty Bay do a pen pal thing? Oh, I don't know. I don't be paying attention to her. No, I think that's Ash Torino is the one who. Wait. Oh. Okay, Ash Torino. I've seen. I don't think I've ever seen Shorty Bay. I just heard about her. I've seen Ash Torino through clips here and there. Didn't Ash Torino just get arrested for Medicaid fraud? And she's talking about she's gonna fight it. How are you gonna fight it? You were getting income and using Medicaid without reporting it. There ain't no fighting it. Maybe to get a lesser charge or something, but you're gonna get charged with something. Are those people on YouTube? They're more TikTok, right? Because I watched the body cam where they arrested her. She was like, "Get my lawyer. I'm gonna fight this." Man, you really can't fight that. Yeah, I see reels on here of her. I delete all my social media except here in IG, and I still see. Yeah, I don't see the. I don't go on TikTok hardly ever. I see them on my Instagram or the YouTube shorts. Everything's mixed together now. What's her name keeps on getting all the web. What's it? The body cams too. What's that runner's name? Oh my gosh, I don't want to get her name wrong. When she couldn't go to the Olympics the first time because they found weed in their system. Do you know who I'm talking about? It's like, and then she got arrested for fighting with her boyfriend in the airport. What's her name? I don't know, but then I just saw another body cam where she got arrested. She was speeding like 100. It's like, girl, when are you gonna learn? You keep on getting arrested. That's why she won't do it again. You were going 100, homie. Yeah, Richards. I can't remember her first name. But I think she really thinks like somebody's gonna let her go because she's a runner, and it's like they're not gonna let you go, especially when you're going 100, and when you smack your boyfriend in the airport. Last time I was on, this old granny acting all smexy scared the crap out of me. But hey, old grannies, they have some, they really believe in themselves. And there are a lot of men that smash old women. I think because they know what they want and stuff like that. Instead of being, uh, some men like to be told things. That's what I think I'm gonna get my groove back if I live to like 60 or something. And be like, and then it's just be like, shut up, do this, that. Okay, thank you, bye. Oh no, what was that? Men with a specific fetish. What did? Really? Who's possessed? You? Sweden is 78. I don't know why I clicked off so fast. There was this. I was seeing the story where it said this woman. She was celibate for like 30 years or something, and I think she's in her late 60s now. And she came out of celibacy just to start doing sex work, and she said she's getting paid a lot and has over 1,000 bodies now. I'm like, damn. Why are these men coming? It's like, let's stop. I guess we. I pay the fine to rely, but I don't think so. With the evidence now, what are we talking about? Oh, that didn't they say the other daughter had her in the basement, or was that fake news? I thought somebody said the other daughter had the mom in the basement. Maybe it was fake news. I don't know. The lady that's doing the sex work now, she was in her I think late 60s. So she didn't atrophy. I guess not if she's getting paid. So are people like that atrophy? Good, good. Ew. They were investigating her house, but didn't find anything, or didn't report finding anything. So that was fake news. I guess I watched. They said the son-in-law was a prime suspect, but now they say they have someone in custody. They were saying, I don't know what it was, but it was saying the daughter had the mom held in the basement with like a hammer or something. But that would be weird being, oh, let me, all these, have you been clearing these messages, Susan? She must heavily invest in the lube. Damn, when I reach my 56, I guess I'll start. I know that's what I was thinking. She had so much confidence. You know, shoot, there ain't gonna be no social security around. We gotta be doing something. The daughter looks hateful. Um, did they all clear? I got read them all. I don't know why they're keeping so much stuff. Nothing was. When I went to Walgreens to get my meds, and Uncle was picking up some KY jelly. He grabbed 2 tubes. I said, "Yo, hope you go, boy." Oh shit. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think if I started doing something and I needed lube, I'd think that would just ruin it for me. I'd be like, it's retired forever. Yeah, are you reading on your computer? I'm reading on my computer. I look sometimes where I see a little thing on the side of my eye and see if there's some held messages, but I didn't know if I cleared them all. Or if I read them all, if they were cleared. Yeah, I don't think. I think I would be so depressed. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm really." I mean, I don't think I would do it again anyway. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be in my mind, no matter how I am, because I think I would have done it already again. I just, unless, like I said, I'm too much of a germaphobe. Um, I don't like people. They tend to try to stick around when you want them to go. Now, like I said, if somebody was actually uh wasn't an asshole, it would be different. But I haven't ran into that. So you're a size queen without the need. Yeah, I never needed that. Shoot, I have a very good imagination. Oh, I'm getting all of them. Okay, but yes, I have a very good imagination that I could, rev up anytime I'm in the mood. But I don't know. Same, I don't think I ever want to do it again. Giving birth traumatized me. For me, I think it's a factor of I think I'm too, like with men. I think I'm too much of a. I think I'm too much of an alpha. I think that I feel like I'm giving up something I shouldn't to them. I don't know. It angers me a little bit. So I have a problem with that, and I don't know how to fix that. And then with women, women always turn out to be the most conniving bitches in the world that are worse than men. So I'm like, oh no, neither one. That's why I said unless you're willing to do the New Guinea bird dance for me, I don't think it's ever gonna work with anybody. If it isn't deserved, earned, you ain't getting it. Yeah, as you should though. Your nethers are a precious gift. Oh yeah, it's been like I said. I stopped for a reason. It wasn't just, and then like I said, I I know that the people that I pick are always toxic. So that means there's something in me that I haven't fixed yet. So I chose to X people out because obviously I attract that. I mean, the last person I was with felt like the safest and stuff, but in reality, they were like the most, you know, just because somebody's not punching you doesn't mean they can't hurt you worse than somebody that did. So I think I sort of got mind fucked in every way that I'm like, okay, nope, it's not going to happen. The bird dance, yes. They're going to have to build me a place. Don't forget I don't have that. I don't have the lack of libido. My libido is there and strong. There's a reason the oldest profession is prostitution. They pay for it. It's so precious. But yeah, that's a lot of reasons the pyramid is possible. I don't have a lack of libido. But I just had to stop because, like I said, I know I wasn't choosing the right people. The alpha never lacks. Well, that might be it because I don't. A part of me wishes it away, but then I'm like, no, that's such a huge part of me. But it's a part that's very disciplined now. If I didn't have it disciplined, I would be getting myself into trouble. The last female I was talking to is good, but at the point in my life where a baby's so little, I don't have the want or the time to entertain a relationship. So I worked on a marriage and, get it. Being good parents to our little family, yeah. That was the thing that stopped me at first. Like when I left the last guy, I was like, I'm not letting my daughter, um, like in my household, I'm not bringing in another person in. I said I'm not having her go through people as I go through people. So that was when she was 10. So I thought by the time she was 18, I would start dating again. And I did try when she was out of the house. But it just wasn't, after I spent so much time by myself, it was like I liked the time by myself way better than working towards something where there wasn't just anybody worth it. And like it just was. I think there was a few people. I can't say there wasn't anybody worth it because I think I met a few people, but then a lot of people don't understand anxiety and depression and all that other stuff. And I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my life explaining every detail to somebody that doesn't try to get it. So I just stopped it altogether. And I think it's better for me. I think my mind is way better being alone than being with somebody. Because like I said, I don't obviously I can't trust myself fully because I have never picked the right person. Well, that scared you. I'm glad I have that alpha part of me because, like I said, it helped me being a single mom and stuff like that. But I wish I could have felt like soft and, like not like something was like it just like in defiance. Like, what are you doing to your body? Letting a man do something to it. Like, that's a hard thing to battle in your head. So it's like, I wish I could have been like soft and stuff at a period of time in my life. How has Cherry been? I haven't seen her. She's having a hard time, so I don't let her. She has a hard time anyway with chats and stuff, so I just don't try to make her come in anymore. If she'll come in, she'll say hi or something, but she falls out of the chat pretty quick. You'll probably catch her more on when I do my lives during the day. Okay, I'll let her know, sweetums. Oh yeah. Oh no. But my stuff gets here. Well, then I'll do one of these lives because my stuff doesn't get here till Thursday. What's Remind me that if you can. What's today? Yeah, if I go on tonight, remind me. With whatever age she's turning, she never tells her age. I'll tell her you said hi, Josie. Just remind me if I go on tonight though, because I'm so forgetful. Yeah, Desi. I asked her age when she was mentioned her birthday, and she just said older than all of us put together. I'm like, that's not possible. I'm always shocked by everybody's age when they say it on here. Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna try to go live for her. That's why I try when I hear things like that. I try to go live earlier than one, but then like around 10. But then nobody's on around that time. Nobody hops on around 10. But I might try so we'll actually be on her birthday instead of after at 1 o'clock in the morning. You're shocked because they're older or younger than you imagined. Older, but I shall. I won't mention people that you're 94. It's only certain people that don't come in here anymore. I was shocked by their age. She's more like you're 98 and 3/4. Mm. Yeah, you gotta make the money, Susan. You can do this mexy TikTok. That lady, she was sitting there too, and she had some red lingerie on. She was very confident. Obviously, she was getting paid. She already had 1,000 bodies. My goodness. Load up on the KY and make some money, money, money. And don't they got that KY that makes it ice or hot, something like that? I remember somebody was telling me they used it. I was so grossed out by it because I didn't want to picture them because, ugh, they were just like the couple and I had to hear about it. I'm like, I don't think I've ever been so grossed out by a story in my life. Because they were talking about how it works and stuff. I'm like, oh, isn't that nice? Thanks to know. Yeah, can we talk about something else? How do you even? I know a lot of people that thinks 1,000 is no big deal. What the heck is that? They think people want to get to that number. Shoot, most people I knew in my life were pretty close to that number. This makes it life of mine. I told Evan I'm gonna do a live webcam. Please watch me fart in my sleep. What did that? Did that come up? Come on now. When they're that much of an ass, just hide them. Everybody's like, you shut the fuck up. I just laugh at people that just just are so miserable from the get go. Why is it still showing this one? Usually it deletes everything. Why is this one still here? No, not when people are they come in with just stupidness. No, I like playing with people that are have something to You could actually start a conversation, but you can't start a conversation with "shut the fuck up" and all that crap. Go away, incels. You are a burden. You accomplish nothing. You are useless. You contribute nothing except more problems for the other people. Everyone's life would be better without you. Dang, sweetums. Why is this one staying there though? That's what's bothering me. I don't want there. Maybe it's gone and I just see it. Do you guys see any more messages from that fool? It might be just not going away on my computer. Was there another one, Sweetums? Okay. Okay. To be that miserable of a person, even if you are, even if it is like a young kid, you're still gonna grow up miserable with that. You know what I mean? I never thought as a young kid, let me say to people, shut the fuck up and all that other stuff. Like, you still got hatred in you. And you're messing with the wrong one because that stuff doesn't faze me. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. He had half a brain cell, and his only retort was just repetition and us calling him his ass a loser, yeah. If people get upset about that, so something like just a list stuff like that get to you guys. If anything, it's just annoying that I can't get them gone quick enough, but that's about it. So yeah, I think if I remember, if I'm able to do live, I'm gonna go on like at 10, 9 or 10. Maybe if I'm up during the day, I don't know. Maybe earlier. Men complain about their loneliness epidemic and being a bunch of assholes all day, every day, and wonder why people hate them. Yeah, but women are turning into big assholes too, and showing it with all the women that are like going on dates just for dinner and taking their kids on dates and like they're doing way too much and just expecting the men to pay all the time and all that stuff. It's embarrassing to be a woman these days too. No, let go of all negativity and reacting to the trolls. It's better to be of a positive mindset. Yeah, I was feeling spiteful today. I couldn't help that one. But yeah, I think a lot of the women that I see now are embarrassing the women, and then men are like, "Yeah, that's why I treat a bitch like she's a bitch." It's like you always treat a bitch like she's a bitch. I think women are just trying to be more, get more out of it, But it's bad. It's a bad all around. Yeah, that's true. Women can't be any women anymore. They gotta be the man too. Yeah, I always had to be. That's why I said that's why it's hard to let a man be a man because it's like you're not doing manly things. How the fuck am I gonna let a man be a man? If I'm still doing every damn thing for myself, like what the hell? What help are you? What good are you? Sweetums, you just gotta be spicy. Sometimes balance. Yeah, I've always done everything myself. I didn't need a man to do it. But all the assholes coming in here causing trouble are male. Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's a woman doing it too, just hiding behind a male's. I haven't stopped to look at any of them. I've just been. There was only like two, right? I've only been blocking them. But I'm sure there's women out there that are hating on other women and being disguised as male. Like I said, I received way more hate from women than men. There has only been 1 year in my life where I got to be the woman I was taken care of. Okay, 1 year, dang. Shoot, I don't think I ever taken care of like that? No, hell no. I always had my place, you know, I always like everything. Nobody was like dinners and stuff, but not like bills and stuff like that. But then, like I said, the dinners were sometimes I would pay too. Exactly, we make our own money and live in a nice, clean houses with nice, clean bathrooms. We need them. Why? Well, there is a good why in there. They do provide one service if they could do it right, but those are hard to find too. And then, and that was the year you were. Oh, with a woman, Desi. Oh, was it a woman? Is that what you wait? Only 1 year in my life. Oh, where I got to be a woman. Okay. Oh, it was a woman. Has there been any held messages? Buck was bugging. I don't. I think I cleared all the held ones. It was just Sweetums telling people off. Men be like, but you need us for protection. Protection from who? From them mostly. They're the ones that end up stalking and shit. Sweetums behave. I'm afraid you need protection from me if this house ain't right. Oh no. You sound like how my older sister used to be. She was, oh my gosh, she would be a terror if the house didn't get clean. My daughter's like that too. If something's not right, that's why I said my room's my room. But anything out there doesn't matter if I paid part of the rent or everything. All that's her space. And if something's a little bit out of place, you'll hear it. She's like my sister in a lot of ways. Now she got little man sounding just like her. So when she's like, yeah, 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 you hear him and go right after her. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm like, yeah, you're going to learn how not to be so loud from him because he's being loud now. That's all he was doing today. He was grouchy. I don't let him talk back to me too much. I let him do it today because he obviously is bothered by his teeth or something because he was just doing it all through the day. But if I have to tell him no or something, I won't let him talk back. I don't care how. And my daughter's like, he's just a baby. I'm like, nope, you don't play that. He'll be an alpha if I let him talk back. That baby's definitely gonna be an alpha, but not to me. I love him and I love him with all my heart, but he's not gonna alpha my alpha. Yeah, small king, awkward, but okay. I love that he's a grumpy. Yeah, he really is. That's how I see him, just like a grumpy old baby. I'm just like, he already acts like he got places to go, people to see, money to make. I wanted him to whistle and fake laugh, but he's shy, so cute. Yeah. We'll catch it though, especially I don't know about the whistling, but the fake laugh you'll be able to, because he does that so much throughout the day. When he stops trying to figure out who's on the phone, I think he'll do it. Dress him as a Monopoly man. That would be cute. Without the monocle, that sucks. My baby just walks around saying ABCD. Oh, really? Already? Oh, wow. I know I gotta get him into. That's what I'm saying. He needs to start some ABC stuff. And 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have to talk to my daughter about this. She's like, he's gonna have to get it done. He was trying to make sense of it all because he doesn't have much screen time. Yeah, exactly. And then he didn't like me talking to anybody. He got some. Remember when he was down, he would be like, ah, to be picked up again. He didn't like sharing me for sure. But he gotta learn a little balance. You taught your niece at 3 years old? Wow. And that's what's like, I gotta get him more fun books. But she's like, I don't want no more books. I'm like, the books I bought him was too big, and he just beats it up. I'm thinking if there's a book with like a picture, bigger pictures and stuff, more colorful things, he might let me read it to him. But as far as the big book, he just sits there and beats it up. Yes, he gets them until H, and then the rest is. Wow, that's so good though. I'm really gotta have a talk with her. I'm like, how is he gonna learn his 1, 2, 3s and ABCs? I think Gracie does. I'm trying to think if Gracie's Corner does it, but even if she does, when you could only watch something for a half hour a day, that's not gonna be enough. With books and flashcards. Oh, I gotta get some flashcards. What flashcards? Just flashcards with ABCs and the numbers on them? The flashcards he got, he tries to eat them because they're on a key thing. I'm like, those aren't teethers, but he tries to eat them still. I know, but she won't. That's the thing. I was like, I need to get books. And she's like, no. I'm like, come on now. She doesn't like anything being in the house because she just wants to move because we don't have enough space. But I'm like, he gotta learn still. Oh yeah, he has some of those. He eats. That's what I was telling you. He bites into them. He's not paying attention to what's on them. But he only has a few. I gotta get him some that has all the alphabet. Word books for baby. They're really sturdy. Yeah. He definitely gotta start learning stuff. Like, yeah, but that means her taking time out to do it in her busy schedule. But yeah, it's definitely gotta have to be something. Because what's he? Like, I'm gonna tell her, how's he supposed to learn if nobody's showing him? because he picks up on stuff very quickly. He's very detailed and everything. So they freak you out. Why? Why? Does a ghost spell something during the night? I used to love those when I was little. Oh, Sweden said the same thing because ghosties will rearrange stuff. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, no magnets for him. He chews on everything. Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. Oh shit, that scared me. I scared myself. If a sentence is there in the morning, I'll get mad. Don't mess with any with my fridge. He would sure enough bite the magnets out of them because he chews on everything. Everything but his chew toys and stuff. Well, he chews on them too. He just chews on everything. I do shit like that and scare. I scare myself all the time. Yeah, yeah, everything's made for chewing the babies. How he? Oh, but he does. He grinds his teeth, and oh my gosh, we're trying to get him out of that. I'm sure he's gonna end up when he does go to the dentist getting something when he can. He's a. I grind my teeth sometimes. And my daughter did a lot in her sleep, but he does it when he's awake. I'm like, no. And that noise is so cringy, and I can't believe it comes from his little tiny teeth. I used to open up all the cabinets and say, I didn't do it, Mama, like in the Sixth Sense. Oh, shit. What the heck? Yes, it makes my skin crawl. Like, yeah, it's horrible. Like it's hopefully it's something that it's a habit he breaks, but it does. Oh no. And it was held. Why? That was weird. What's what sound? Don't play with me, sweetums. I ain't hear nothing. What's the sound of what? The nails on chalkboard you're talking about? The baby grinding his teeth together, his little four teeth he got. It's intense. Yeah, he just grinds them and it sounds like a full set of teeth just grinding. It's horrible. I don't, I don't know how he can make the sound. I feel like he's gonna break his teeth off, chip them before he even gets a chance. He is a tense. He gets tense very. He doesn't play around. He's very serious most of the time. My love hammer got his two bottom teeth in his fangs. And first, oh no, not the fangs in first, and now he has two front teeth are growing in, and he grinds them. Yeah, he has the first he got the two bottom ones, then he got the two top ones. So those are the ones he's grinding together, and then now he's getting well, it's the other teeth next to it, not the eye teeth yet, but the other two teeth on the top. But yeah, hopefully he stops the grinding. Usually when we say stop, he knows what we mean at least, so he'll stop for the time being. But he is very tense. He's a mama's boy, and he lets you know when he's done letting you hold him, because he'll stand up, his arms will go straight out, and he'll hold them straight out, and just he'll stand very rigid and straight, and you can't get him to bend or anything. And then he'll do his mama. I call it the mama antennas, because there's no way to move him or anything, and then he'll start. You know, there's this yell, and it's like, well, there's nothing we can do. Mama gotta come. Um, is there a way to stop them, little man, from? No, because the only way that you can stop it is that, like, um, eventually it's gonna be he'll have enough teeth and safe enough to sleep with probably a protector or whatever. And if he keeps on doing that, but that has to wait till the age where they're actually safe enough to wear something like that. Yeah, he means business. He don't play. Sweetums was held teeth. Oh yeah, I read that. Because Yusuf thinks I'm saying queef or what? It held Desi's it. All she said, all she did was correct herself and say it, and it held that. But yeah, he really doesn't mean. I mean, he really means business, and he's mostly serious unless his mom's around. He's definitely a mama's boy. Yeah, I know. I know because, like I said, I mod a few channels, and I don't get this. I don't get how much they censor my shit. They don't. They don't do that on any of the other ones I mod. Queef doesn't get held, but Teeth does. I know. What do they think you're saying? That makes no. Yeah, make that make sense. I don't know. But I'm about to hop off here, you guys. Dang, we've been 3 hours. I think this. I haven't done 3 hours in a minute. But it's no. I don't have any words that have to be hidden or anything like that. I went in my settings to see, and it has nothing to do with my settings. It's just YouTube. I looked at everything. As long as I could still call. And, well, they hid that too. They always hide when you say incel. I just let it go. Yeah, it's YouTube for sure. But I'm gonna go, get my pickles, and I don't know what else tonight before I take this medicine. Thank you guys for joining live and staying and conversating. And like I said, this was a 3 hour live. We haven't done this in a minute. So thank you guys all for coming in. And I hope you have a good night. Don't let any. Remember the prayers you could say for protection and stuff like that. And don't be scared. And have a good night. All right, you guys. See you next time. No, don't watch that either. Yeah. All right. Good night.